Okay, so this is a login screen to our app Planet. We already have a predefined username and password set up, so I'm just going to do that now. And this takes you to our login screen. And the beauty of Planet is that it standardizes the whole event creation processes for organizations. And so, really, once you click this create event page, you fill out this form and it has everything you need to create an event all on one page and one source. And so, at this first drop down menu, you see that you need a name, date, time, and location. And so these are required forms. If you try to save it without it, it lets you know that you need to update these forms for these fields first. And so let's say I want to create a field trip event. And I want to have it in May 5th, 2019. And I want it to be at 9 a.m. I want the location to be Busch Gardens. And the description could just be a class field trip where I could be the primary event planner. So let's put my name in here and I save that event. And clicking save saves this event in our database as well as increase the progress bar. And the more fields you fill out, the larger the progress bar becomes, and it lets you know how far along you are in the event creation process. You can go to the ongoing event tab where you can see all the events you have that are still in planning right now. As you can see, our filter event, the newly created is there. You can click it and it will show you the progress is still relatively low. So as we continue filling the event, we can go to finances and these are links for budget requests, supplies lists that you need, as well as reimbursement forms, which are very common forms that close fill out. These links are temporarily empty, but in the future, we will allow users to put in whatever field they would like. And so this is an example where they have a Excel sheet for a list of supplies that they need or a template reimbursement form. And actually what happens is that the progress bar is increased for everything that you press as well. And so it lets you know that you're further along the process. So logistics, you can update the date and time if you weren't sure about it before, if it was sensitive before, as well as supplies list for the travel, if it's sign-in form, a volunteer form, and a carpool form. So these are again empty until we will allow users to input their own forms or input a way to create their own forms as well. So here, marketing, we have another form to request to advertise. And finally, we have post event details where you can, again, the reimbursement form as well as any notes you would have about the event. And so, for instance, I can say I expect to have about 200 students to attend the event as a final note, and you can save it. And as you can see here, the progress bar is already done. We skipped some forms, so it's not complete. However, if we click the events finish button, that actually changes the status of our event. These are ongoing event, and it changes it from ongoing to complete. Ongoing to complete. And so if you go back to field trip, when you press complete button, it automatically increases the progress to 100%, and it changes um, the event from the ongoing event table to the completed event table, where it's mostly just here for historical purposes to see the details of the old event. And that's really all we have. You can modify events. So this event, Beach Party, is happening in 2019. Let's say I want to have it, I want to postpone it to a year later, so I change it to 2020 instead. You simply go to that field and you save it. And if you go back to the table, you see that the value was changed, in fact, to 2020. And the progress will increase as well if fill out the form some more, click some more links as you're supposed to, and you can see the progress has increased. And so this is our Planet app. Thank you so much.